A North Country-raised author has created her own unique connection to the Thousand Islands region. Award-winning author Susan G. Mathis has been writing historical fiction about specific islands since 2017, establishing her own personal touch on the rich history.
An award-winning, multi-published author of stories that are set in the beautiful Thousand Islands. I grew up on Stone Street in Watertown, and two of my brothers still live there. I fell in love with the islands as a child and just fell in love more and more as a young adult, spending time there and all of that.
Mathis released her debut novel in 2017, which was inspired by her own family history on Wolf Island.
My husband and I went to a book signing of a friend of mine who wrote her first historical. And when we got done, I got in the car and I said, oh, I could write something like that. And I told her the story of the Fabric of Hope. So I went to a bunch of conventions. I studied for about 2 years, and then I wrote The Fabric of Hope, my debut novel. It's about an 1850s Irish immigrant who was my great-grandmother and a 21st century single mom the story is loosely based on my story, and travels with her family, her children, 6 children, and from Northern Ireland through the St. Lawrence River to Wolf Island, Canada, and settled there. And she brought her family quilt that she was making. So, and that's a true story that really happened. And so I got to go to Wolf Island and meet some of my relatives when I was researching this story that I didn't even know I had. Took my mother, and that was just an epic little trip. I guess of my writing, the best really has been my debut novel, which was about my family, because I finished it about probably 6 months before my mom died. And I got to read the story to her and stuff that she hadn't known. And she's in the story. And so that was really, really special.
And although Susan spends countless hours in time researching and fact-checking, she still admits,
there's nothing like being there on the islands. And I've had the opportunity to spend time on each of the islands I've written about, and be able to walk and meander and spend the night some places and really get to know the island, smell it and feel it and hear it and all of that. And there's so many people that have never heard of it, and they're introduced to the Thousand Islands from my writing. And I've had probably 100 people or more say Thousand Islands is on my bucket list. All of my books, besides trying to give the feeling of the Thousand Islands and its magical history, I always have a thread of hope in there. So I deal with the characters that I deal with are broken people, as we all are, and they have something that they're trying to deal with. And so I tried to help people bring hope to the broken parts of us, who we are.
For ABC 50 Now, I'm Isabella Colello.